Hi guys, this is Tinro. Welcome to KSP Science Exploration Adventure episode 16. Today I'm going to be wrapping up a bunch of things. Finally finishing off the probe relays that I sent out a while ago. I'll also be sending my Kerbals home from Niven, finally. And I'm going to be sending some probes to both Tellumo and Thalia. I tried for a while to see if I could arrange an encounter back with the Gale system from a polar orbit here on Niven, and I didn't have much success. I think that if I escaped, I would then be able to do a maneuver later around 0. But it's been my experience, if you do later burns where you don't have an encounter, you often have to speed up and go at more extreme inclinations, and it requires more speed to speed down. It's more speed to slow down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into a equatorial orbit and go with the maneuver the transfer window planner kind of has set up for me. So now let's transfer all these guys. Can I just transfer them from here? Transfer Tanry. Storage container. Transfer Valentina. Storage. Transfer Bob. Storage. Transfer Bill. Okay, so all of them are in there. This is empty. Review stored data. Oh, I want to keep that. Collect all. Okay, so I've already got one of those, so let's review this and I'll transmit that for 7 Science. Now, most of this vessel is going to get left behind. So I have a decoupler here. So this whole portion is just debris. And I'm bringing the science, the solar panels, and the recyclers home with me, along with the leftover life support, which I didn't even use. Wow. In case I need it. I've got double antennas now, so my signal should be a little better. And I've got 2 lander cans because it's going to be a longer duration home. Okay, so I've got about 5,000 meters a second left. I need about 3,200 to get home. So I should be able to... Experiment tracker, why don't you obey rules? So I should be able to get home, I hope. I'll need to come back and readjust my satellite to get those experiments after I plan this maneuver. Nope, 80,000 meters. That looks like a good burn. Almost 17 minutes. That's a long burn. And before I go too far and forget, let me look at Bill. It's EVA Bill. Turn on his lights. And go repack these parachutes while we're in space. Okay, there's one more on the other side. Don't want to hit those panels. There, parachute's all set. That looks good. Now, my habitation is going to run out in 171 days. So I'll add a maneuver node for duration 171. Niven crew cab transfer. Now those guys are all set. So I can return to my non-functional probe and continue scanning. You know, the thing I wanted to do before I even got here with my Goebbels. 74%. Let's see, how was this? Yeah, that covers the poles. That's fine. %. Yay, we did it. So let's see what kind of science it's worth. Stop. Analyze. 25 science. That's low. Transmit it. This other one. Analyze data. 37.5 science. Still low. I'll transmit it. Now, I have 1900 meters a second of delta V of fuel. Because... Did I stop this one? I was planning on putting this into equatorial orbit. Oh, I should be going to Tellumo before this. So I'll go design a lander for Tellumo. So here's the KSpedia page for Tellumo. We're not interested in all this information, but as you can see, there's quite a lot here. So I'm just going to read the description and talk about the atmosphere and the gravity. So, the concept of identical and binary twins are far from foreign to Kerbal kind, but to find this in Gale's shadow? Nothing could accelerate a space program more than the dream to land on a second planet where it is safe to take off your helmet and grill food for the crew. The one big problem, however, is all the gravioli. The gravity is 1.9, and the atmosphere is 10 atmospheres. So it's probably going to be a little difficult to land. You got to make sure that you burn off a lot of the speed so you don't heat up too much in the atmosphere, but it's also going to be really, really difficult to leave. So I think this is Galileo Planet Pack's version of Eve, which was the magnet planet in the original. So here's my Tellumo craft. You can see I've got a double fairing going on. I'm currently sideways. It's controlling it from somewhere at the top. Not what I want. I want to control it from here. My probe coordinate is facing up. 3 engines. No, I want my 4th engine down here. SAS on. Throttle up. Go. Now, these engines burn, these solid rocket boosters on the side, they burn for a really long time. So what I need to do to capitalize on that is use less of my main engine back here. and make sure that I'm able to pitch over without diving. So I'm hoping these fins on my solid rocket boosters will help me accomplish that without the high thrust gimbal of my central engine. Okay, I'll ditch that. Here you can see I've got a relay satellite that I have tested to work, unlike the Octosat one that shut down and didn't seem to do what I needed. Let's see, this is a little difficult to control right now. Got a minute before I get to my apoapsis. And I only need to burn about 500 meters a second, so that's not too much. I'm leaving this upper fairing on for a reason. It's a secret. You guys will see if it works or fails. Alright, 46,000. I'll jettison that. Alright, let's set up this node. Add maneuver. Let's take a look at this. Prograde 1109.9. 1111. Oh, 9.9. Normal 566.4. That's quite a lot. Well, 566.4. And then time. Let's see, depart at 23686. 236.023. All right, so that's close enough. 23686. The ejection angle that we want is 172.39 to prograde. So we're pretty close there. Shift this. 17239. So that's this way. One 17238. Now, let's back out and take a look. Is that good enough? Tellumo, can't see. Set as target. It's pretty close. Not quite there. What are we off by? This one is closest approach. So I'm not going fast enough. 274,000 meters. Excellent. Let's see if I could mess with that and get a relatively small orbit without going too high. All right, that's good enough. 549,000. 1,289. So about 43 delta V more than transfer window planner says. Okay, I'm gonna close this now that I have an encounter. And slowly increase it and keep an eye on my orbit and what happens. 193,000. Or a million, I guess. $4 million. Niven crew cab transfer in 43 days. So let's speed up through to that. Oh no, it's expired. That's not what I wanted. Start habitat. Okay, so 158 days. So this other one is dead, but there's fuel in here, sir. There's no fuel in here. Okay, that's fine. No, I don't need to EVA people. What am I thinking? I think I can board. Transfer crew. Okay, transfer crew. Transfer crew. Transfer. This is the source part. Select. Transfer crew. Transfer. Transfer crew. Nobody here. Bob Val Tannery. Bob Val Tannery. Where's Bill? Ah, now he's showing up. Okay. Now, just to be safe, let's see. This is empty. I don't think it has anything worth caring about. This is empty. Refuses to work homesickness. They don't say T. It's probably habitation. What? What's that all about? It shifted the habitat. It kept the habitat for Tannery. Well, I guess there's nothing I can do about that now. I don't know why that happened. Tannery seems unaffected. Thalia, the cursed planet. After first tracking her as a red glimmer, some Kerbal scientists pointed a larger telescope her way and quickly considered early retirement. Although she lacks considerable in gravity, her looks, among other things, will effectively repel passing landers. It is believed she may have had an atmosphere rich in combustible materials, but a massive impact ignited it and disfigured her. So this will be easier. 0.3 gravity and no atmosphere. Wow, this looks a little more monstrous than I remember constructing. Hopefully it flies as well as I thought it did when I settled on it. All those parachutes on these giant things. Throttle up. 2.6 thrust weight. You can see I'm using some of the more robust KW rocketry engines down here on the bottom. Throttle down my liquid fuel to make use of these, which are burning pretty quick. Well, that was weird. Oh, I should jettison these. Could have done that a little while ago. Assuming I... 1, 2... Okay, similar to my last one, I've got my relay satellite in the middle, and my lander up top. About 83,000. Let's circularize. Plot it. Oh, that's right. So, as you can see, the best time to leave is in year 4, like the end of year 4, almost towards year 5. So what I did was I picked a point that was, like you can see, these are kind of efficient. They're just not super efficient. I mean, 3.8K versus 4.2, so it's only a few hundred delta V. Let me see if I can find a good point in here like I did last time. 4.2, 413. So about 500,000 meters. That looks good. I forgot I was going to have to jettison those. Three. All right, back to about 500,000 meters, off by almost 400 delta V. That's the problem with burning so long. That's actually more than I've got in these 2 tanks. So I'm going to be jettisoning soon. And then burn for 92 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh, those are out. Alright, 545. That's as close as I can get. Let's see, I'm over 0 now, so I think I've got some experiments I might be able to do. Nope. I can do the radio plasma wave at least. Extend those again. 9 science. I'll transmit that. Add maneuver. Periapsis. Let's slow way down. So let's bring my apoapsis down to about 750 as well. 7 hours and 33 minutes. Let's see, I'm going to be rocketing toward Gale, which I assume is that ball over there. Whoa, estimated burn 25 minutes? That, my friends, is a long time. Let's get rid of this alarm clock. Let me create a physics warp. Let's do 8, 16, 24. Physics settings. 1/2 is recommended. Okay, I'll save that then. And I'll do name. I guess I didn't name it. Select. Now let's see if everything explodes. I'll save it in case it does. $8X. $16X. Performance isn't too bad. Well, I mean, it's abysmal, but everything looks okay. Let's take it one step further. 24X physics warp. Looks pretty. Periapsis. Let's just cancel this. No. Cancel. Periapsis. Add maneuver. Periapsis. Slow down. Bring apoapsis down to 70 or so. Battery power 610. Oh, my life support. Drained it. Gotcha. Life support killed it. How bad is this? 76, 17. My engine's stuck on. I don't want to run out of batteries on my way down. Reserve power is going up. I don't honestly care if those... my solar panels blow up. These fuel tanks are probably just extra weight. Gee. Retract. Jettison these tanks. It's almost staying the way I wanted it until it's not. Oh. Whoa. That's cool. Those are the other parts that I jettisoned. aim down here. Nice. Parachute's keeping me up. That's interesting. Put that downhill. That's actually kind of cool. At what point will I stop sliding? And the parachutes be cut? I don't know. What to do, huh? I don't want a time warp because I think bad things might happen. This is the type of situation that make it worthwhile to have like a grappling hook. Stopped. Recover vessel. That took a long time. So I brought back 870 science. What was the most valuable one? 2.5. 75 science for materials. Oh, surface samples, of course, should be high. Niven's Midlands, 120. So those surface materials are the high ones. Parts. Not too much from recovered parts. But I think recovery of a vessel from a suborbital flight on Niven. That part came from Niven, though. I guess... No, it wouldn't have been suborbital when I docked and separated it either. Interesting. I don't care that much. Parts. Crew. Advanced to level 3, advanced to 4, 4, 4. Okay, nice. And, of course, badges. Heavy vehicle landing. Landing a vehicle with a total mass of 500 tons or more. Did that vessel really weigh that much? Well, with our Kerbals back home safe, that's the end of this episode, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.